Hi, I'm Hazel, it's Saturday today, and it has been a light news week this week, so I figured I would take this video to kind of look forward at 10.07, round up what's involved, and kind of touch on what sorts of things you could do if you wanted to prepare for it ahead of time. So 10.07 is our next upcoming patch in the WoW pipeline. This is what the roadmap for 2023 looked like if you've forgotten. 10.07 is next on our list. It is here. We're going to the Forbidden Reach. We do not yet have a confirmed release date for 10.07. I've seen all kinds of dates bandied about. I think that March is a pretty good estimate, but we do not know for sure. There are some updated Noble Garden toys on the 10.07 PTR, which could indicate that we're going to have the patch before April, but I think we're all kind of hoping to have the patch before April anyways, because it's still February. This patch is still a minor content patch, but it does have more to do than 10.05 did. It's got a new zone, as in a zone that we've been to before, but there's going to be content there now beyond just the dragon starting area for evokers. There will be new dragon races there, pet battles, more invasions in the Forbidden Reach, more elemental invasions to work on, and this is all located on this island here on the north side of the Dragon Isles. One of the first things that you'll notice when you get to the Forbidden Reach is this Envoy system. Each day you're going to be able to choose which of the 4 Dragonflight Renowns you would like to work on and do tasks for. You'll be able to earn rep with all 4, but you're going to get 10% more rep with the faction of your choosing and then gain the ability to do some extra tasks for extra stuff. Each of these factions will have their own Forbidden Reach quartermaster available gathered right around that same table, with different rewards available for you to buy for elemental overflow. That is something that you can earn in the Forbidden Reach, but it's also something that you can earn right now in the Elemental Storm events. An example of something that you could work towards that's on these vendors is the Noble Bruffalon mount. Looks like this on the new Centaur Renown vendor in the Forbidden Reach. One thing that's important to note is that there are not any new Renown levels. You are still at the same Renown caps with the 4 Dragonflight factions that we have right now. So if you have finished your Dragonflight Renowns, you don't have to worry about having to do more. You will already have the rep that you need for these new rewards. It will just be a matter of getting the appropriate amount of currency. Another thing coming to Dragonflight in this new patch is the Winter Pelt Furball faction in the Azure Span. And technically, this isn't actually new in 10.07, sort of. Basically, you can actually get rep with the Winter Pelt Furball in Dragonflight right now, and you may already have some. Unlocking this faction means doing quest lines in the Azure Span that are currently available, and completing all of those will get you 2,050 reputation with them, unless you have like a human rep bonus. That is still within Unfriendly, so it's not a faction that you can actually do anything with, but you are able to unlock it in the game right now. In 10.07, you'll be able to actually learn to translate the language of the Furbolgs, progress further with this faction, and earn rewards with them as well. There are some notably cool-looking cloak transmogs on the Winter Pelt Quartermaster to work towards. And then, as we've seen in previous news updates, we've got heritage armor to look forward to for humans and orcs. And then there are some holiday updates, such as those new Noble Garden toys, but details pending because we don't have any holidays currently active on the PTR. There's also a whole ream of class changes coming, and then some minor systems updates, including some chat moderation tools that let you filter potentially harassing messages from either nobody or everybody, or, everybody except for your guildmates who have your best interest at heart, that kind of thing. And then some more motion sickness options to help with dragon riding. So that's the gist of it. I'm sure I'm missing some things, but the majority of the content that's actually new to do in 10.07 is going to involve going to the new zone, killing the new rares out there, and doing the new Envoy task to get extra reputation and extra bunches of elemental overflow to then spend on this vendor, Winter Pelt Furball faction in Azure Span, and then heritage armor. So looking at that, if I was going to recommend you some things to do to prepare in advance, the 4 things I would say to do, first of all, you could earn elemental overflow ahead of the patch. I don't know if I would, because it seems like it's going to be easier to earn in larger quantities. There's quests that will reward 1,000 overflow at a time that you can do in the Forbidden Reach. But if you really want to be ahead of the game, you can grind that currency now in the Elemental Storm events and theoretically be ready to just go shopping in 10.07 when it comes out. The second thing that you could do to prepare would be to unlock the Winter Pelt Furball by just doing those side quest chains out in the Azure Span and making sure that you've got your 2,050 rep with the Winter Pelt Furball ready to go. That'll ensure that you are as prepared for them as you can be, and that you've already kind of done the prerequisites when it comes out. I will link an article in the description that tells you exactly where to go to start those quests. And number 4 is preparing for the human and orc heritage armor release by having a human and an orc that are leveled to at least 50. I don't know if they're going to update that requirement to 60 or not. Previously, 50 was 10 levels below the current level cap at the time. But in any case, leveling human and orc characters and earning the Stormwind and Orgrimmar reputations on them respectively will help get you ready to start the Heritage Armor quest lines when those come out in 1007. I'll throw in a big fat disclaimer that none of this needs to be done now, so please don't stress. Working on this stuff ahead of time is just kind of a good thing to do if you're antsy for 1007 and you want to be ahead of the game when it finally comes out. If you're antsy for 1007 and you're not worried about being ahead of the game when it comes out, you can also turn your attention to things like leveling other alts, or collecting transmog, or playing other games, or tracking your sleep and dreams with a dream diary, just to check in and see if your subconscious is trying to tell you anything. You'd think I'd be speaking from experience, and I don't think that I am. So that's 1007. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me, please pop them in the comments and include the word question to help me find them. I know I didn't include any in the video today, but I do also get to some of them via regular reply. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.